and welcome back to the channel. Dan Who Reviews, as always. My name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And today, happy Thursday, and lucky for us, the Marvel team conveniently changed their Fan First Friday to a Fan First Thursday. I think they're just fans of me and Kevin and Brandon, and they wanted to help us out. So we appreciate that, Marvel team. Rather than being a week late, we're nice and early. So as always, let me introduce Hero Collections, aka Brandon. How you doing? Round of applause for Brandon.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
How you doing, bro?
I told you, we're 42 weeks in, and I still haven't figured out like a crowd reation noise yet, but I'll get there.
Oh yeah,
I'll get there.
We say that every like 6 streams, but one day. But yes, great to be here. Happy Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, whichever day it is. You tell me. Yes, a huge shout out to the Legends team for setting us up nicely. For allowing us to host the unofficial after party.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was very kind of them. Lots to talk about today. Very
a
busy few weeks.
I can't even remember what we originally had planned for today's stream, but as soon as the Marvel team announced they were doing a stream on Thursday, I was like, what? Like, it came out of nowhere. I didn't expect one so soon either.
No.
But yeah, very happy they did it on a Thursday. For us in the UK, it's at about 4 o'clock, I think. So I've had a couple of hours to digest, and I've already made a couple of pre-orders, and we're getting to that as we go along. I'm still on the fence about some things, but that's all the fun. We can talk it up. So today, of course, is the last Thursday of the month as well. So that means later on in the stream. So for the second hour, I'm going to start bringing on some channel members and just start asking them what they thought of the reveals, what were their favorite reveals, what did they want to be revealed that maybe wasn't, etc. So it should be fun. So hopefully you're sticking around for the long haul. So this is your opportunity to say hello, make yourself known in the chat. I'll get Brandon to say hello while I do some housekeeping, but we appreciate you all being here as we recap this Fan First Thursday. And yeah, as I said, I know that us and toying around are definitely very happy about that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, let's get into it. So make yourself known in the chat, people. We appreciate you. Yeah, and I'll get a...
So, Eric Stream 21 kicks us off with a big pow. AB Nuggler is here, says, AOA reveals, grinning like I was back in my childhood, reading the comics for the first time. Damien says, that Magneto, wow. Mark Tac says, Dan and Brandon, Thursday evening, good times. Kyle is here, Mark Rose is here, Z-Man. Bay of Pigs, Graphic Toy, Stridin, Tony Collector, the Wolfpack Toy Reviews in the house. Phil Jones, our #1 hype man, is here. Jamie is here till 2012. Mini Plastic Multiverse. He put up a great photo earlier. I need to go and repost that actually. Really great photo. Home Dude is here. George W101. Jay's Toy Collection UK. Evening all, loving the AOA wave. But that price increase of £10 a wave is going to add up. We'll get to it. Identity Complex Collectibles says, what's up? Happy Thursday, everybody. Cloud Foxwell says, stuck in meetings all day, but I'm around here and there. Great to have you here, Cloud. Rectangular is in the chat. He was right. He was always right. Rich is here, our super producer.
Wow.
Daz Limey is here. Omega Weapon. Damn, 2099 could have been better. Well, you're not wrong. Who else we got? Some guy called Hero Collection says, let's go. Tony Collector's here. Cameron Wright, Big World 2K99, Jason Lopez, Collect with Chris. Who else we got? Omar is here. Inquisitive Mind says, sup everyone. My favourite thing about reading these out every week is that I love people's usernames. I always love I always wonder what the stories are behind people's usernames.
You can ask them if they come on.
This is true. Bruce is here, action figure expert, marvelous nerd. Art9696 says, give me that sexy ass gift. Okay.
Oh, super chat from Eric Stream. Sorry, Brandon.
Waves are well enough for a third wave, so AOA Nightcrawler can be made.
Thank you very much, Eric Stream. So let me just bounce back to sorry to interrupt you, Brandon. As I said, 42 weeks in, and Brandon still can't hear Friday. I do apologise. I figured out fancy graphics though. That's one step at a time, and maybe after a year. But still, Eric Stream kicks us off with super chat. Thank you very much much, Extreme. Much appreciated. He says, hope AOA wave do well enough for a third wave so AOA Nightcrawler can be made. So, we did get an Apocalypse as a sort of side-off from the first wave, so maybe we'll get a deluxe or a 2-pack or something out. So there are still plenty of characters, but of course we'll get into that as well. So yeah, let's do some housekeeping while the first Friday kicks us off. So Friday is Awake, which is always good to hear. So let me just jump through my graphics real quick. So you know what to do, people. You want to support the content that we make over here and get me and Brandon to travel the country and do more adventures and articulation and whatever we called it. This is how you support the channel, and one way you can do that is by donating in Super Chat. Just contribute to the stream, and Friday our robot will read it out for you. Hopefully you just heard Air Extremes. You can interrupt the show. Your comment can be read out loud to forever live in YouTube. Over £4 or $4, Friday will read it out. And if you want to go one step further, then don't be shy. See that button next to the subscribe button? It's join button. It's a new button. People are scared of it, but don't be. Come and be part of the community. Hit that join button and either show some love or join the members club. And if you do join the members club, not only can you have all of these fancy emojis that I hope to see people using today, including our new ones with no pins. Hopefully we can use that a few times today. Tigra. Yes, but hit the emoji buttons. And again, if you are a channel member at the members club level, then this Sunday, people, this Sunday coming up is Legends and Liquor Week. That means I'm cracking open the cider. I'm going to be inviting my channel members on, and let's just talk toys for a couple of hours. There's plenty of stuff to talk about, not just Marvel Legends. And that's what I like about Legends and Liquor, is that we don't really stick to Legends. We literally can go off anywhere and talk about anything we want. It's a lot more casual, and it's always fun. So this Sunday, become a channel member, members club level. Let me or super producer Rich know, and we'll get you on this Sunday. Come be part of the stream. But yeah, much appreciated everyone who's here today, and thanks to the Toy Amigos, Brandon. I learned a new trick. So do you know on the chat, the actual on the YouTube chat, if you go to the top corner where it's got the 3 little dots, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm assuming you can. You can press participants, and it literally just lists everybody that's here in the stream. So even if they're not chatting, it tells you they're here, and it gives it in alphabetical order as well. So yeah, that's pretty good. I learned that from Adam, playing with myself and the Toy Amigos podcast. I was listening. I was like, that's a genius idea. Why don't I do that? So yeah, I stole that from the Toy Amigos. Shout them out, of course, as always. But yeah, beautiful.
Brilliant.
Does it work? Does it work for you?
No, I'm trying, but the idea is good.
Yeah, I don't know if you've got to be a mod. Have you got a little spanner? And I was listening to the Affinity Equation podcast. As always, support them, go and help them get to 1,000. And Dante was like really pissed off that he's still the number one contributor up there, but he wasn't a mod. Yeah. He hasn't got a spanner, and I'm like, I didn't even realize that was a big deal to people. But yeah, if Dante pops in, he's becoming a spanner. But yeah, shout out to Dante and the Infinity Equation, of course, much appreciated. Rectangular's in the chat as well. Hopefully we can get him on Talk Toys. As I said, if you know Rectangular, then you know he told you about some of this stuff a while ago. So you know what to do. Go and help him get to 10k on Instagram. I think he's nearly there as well. But yeah, today we are recapping some Legends. But before we do, I do want to just say, I just want to do one quick shout out. Did you get anything in the mail this week, Brandon, worthy of talking about, or saving it for next week, or?
Good question. Oh yeah, saving it for next week. Everything that's not arriving next week. I did get one thing, which was SHF Gamora.
Oh, very nice. From
Curabo. Yeah, she's a beauty. Haven't put her down since. Yeah, she's been on my desk all week. But yeah, other than that, I got Apocalypse's first appearance. That came in the mail today. It's downstairs. I haven't. Yeah,
you've been slowly growing that comic collection, haven't you, recently?
Yeah,
very good.
I'm about to downsize a couple boxes. I'm going to take them down to my local comic book store this weekend.
Interesting.
But, yeah. How about you?
Yeah. So again, I've got some random stuff. I don't want to tease too much, or this isn't a show-offy thing at all, but I'm sure our G.I. Joe fans are aware that Major Blood is not easy to find. So G.I. June is literally next week. So like, I'm actually going to use June as G.I. June is meant to be something. We're meant to have Fan First Fridays within that. I'm going to start reviewing some G.I. Joes in June. Just flood the channel with G.I. Joe reviews. Why? Why not? It's June. G.I. June. Come on, let's be on theme, people. So yeah, I'm going to crack open some G.I. Joe figures, including Major Blood, next week. I also, because of you and people like Cap Lives and everyone else, I've managed to get some Power Rangers. I've never seen this in my life. But
nice.
Super chat from Cameron Wright real quick.
2099 was on the new book, but still excited. Now we just need a new lizard. Grin.
Oh, thank you very much, Cameron Wright. He says, wish that 2099 was on the new book, but still excited. Now we need a new lizard. So, yeah, we'll talk about that as we go through. Thank you. Another one from Mark Tac. Thank you very much. He says, this is to contribute to a Dan Who video from Forbidden Planet London. I'll meet you guys there. I'll meet you lads there. Yes, that'd be great. That would be great. We need to get on the phone to Forbidden Planet and see if we can make that happen. But me and Brandon do plan on doing more, people. Just stay tuned. And hopefully we can whack a couple more out before the end of the year.
Just quickly, Rob Pollock was also in the chat. Or may still be in the chat, but he was definitely in the chat at one point.
Hello, Rob. I know he's busy working all the time, but we appreciate you, Rob. But yeah, just real quick, I'm getting in the Power Ranger hype. I've got I even went and then pre-ordered the Green Ranger as well now. So now I've got the red, pink, blue, and green. So SPD, right? SPD. Okay, so slowly burn. But I do want to give a special shout out and a thank you. I said I'd give them a shout out live on the stream today. So while 82 people are here, this is a great opportunity for you to open another tab in your window and go check these guys out. CosmicCapes.com. So that's cosmic-capes.com. And on Instagram, we know everyone's on Instagram, cosmic_capes. Nice and simple. The links are in the description below. I want you to check these guys out, right? Because I'm not an advocate for cloth capes on Marvel Legends or cloth goods. You know me, I'm a casual fan. I like Mezcos from a distance, but they're very expensive. But these guys are trying to change my opinion on exactly that. They sent me a couple of things out to, as I said, tease me into this sort of cloth goods. And I've got myself this jacket for the Punisher, and now this could be for Punisher, it could be for Blade, it could be for whoever you want. And this is like a black leather jacket. All the seams are actually bendy wire as well, so you can get it like posed up. Like, don't know how well I can show this, but honestly, people, this compared to the Candy Shao, Nick Fury. Sorry, Brian, I'm just going to go full screen for a second.
Yes, go for it, absolutely.
So compared to the old Marvel Legend jacket that we've seen since the Epic Hero days. Now look at that. Look at that. Cosmic Capes, people. This is beautiful. They may have changed my mind. As I said, like, Mezcos don't exactly aesthetically fit in with your Marvel Legends displays, but Punisher can sit right on my shelf now and not look out of place at all. And then Hellfire Crew. Also, I've already got like a White Queen back here. And look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful cape as well. I think I've got another cape for like Black Panther. So yeah, I'm going to do a full review on these. Shout these out, of course. Links are in the description. But honestly, I was very impressed. As I said, I'm now tempted to look and get some more stuff because it definitely makes these figures pop. Yeah, so CosmicCapes.com. Go and check them out, people. Yeah, great work. Very impressed. I was pleasantly surprised with how much I liked them. Yeah, so these are. I know you've already got some of this stuff, right, Brandon? You've got some stuff. I've seen some pictures.
I got loads.
Yeah.
I got Vision's cape from them, Black Panther's cape from them. I got Monica's leather jacket from them.
Nice, yeah.
I got Elektra's skirt piece from them. What else did I get? That might be everything at the moment.
Yeah, I was tempted to get the Danny Moonstar.
Yeah.
But this is definitely going to
go for... I'm tempted to get that Danny Moonstar skirt piece as well.
I'll put this on Punisher, but when I do a review, I'm going to switch it up and see what it looks like on Blade as well, because, yeah, this is beautiful, people. So, yeah, once again, people, one more time, just to show some love, because I do massively appreciate it. CosmicCapes.com. Cosmic-Capes.com on Instagram. It's right there in the corner, Cosmic_Capes. Links are in the description. Go and check them out. Treat yourself. UK repping. So, yeah, massive shout out to Danny and Mike at Cosmic Capes. Much appreciated. Honestly, very impressed. Look forward to getting them on the review table. But right, let's get to it. Let's talk about some Marvel Legends, shall we? Where's my graphics? Let me just start off with these graphics real quick. because I think these are worthy of some attention. Shout out to super producer Rich first and foremost. I'm a big Friends fan, so I enjoyed this. I know the Friends reunion is this week as well. So you've got me and Brandon. Brandon's so happy as well there. Hank's in the middle. Look how Frogman's sitting. Spymaster, and then Tigra. Rich was pulling the future. He knew what was going on with this. But yeah, the Legends reveals, beautiful. So bravo, Rich. I just wanted to shout that out. I do appreciate when the effort is put into this type of stuff. So I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And please, if you do anything weird and wacky like this, please tag us. I will share it. It is much appreciated. And then another one from hopefully we can meet him virtually later. Tom from Mini Plastic Multiverse. Look at this. This is hilarious. So this is you and me giving a class with all these legends on the front. We're showing off some of the new reveals. There's me with my little stick. This is so good. I love how we've got Jean Grey's hands up, like she's ready to ask a question. Like, yeah, so good. So Tom, bravo, very, very well done. So thanks to Rich and Tom for going the extra mile. I appreciate everybody who tags us and shares our posts. But yeah, special shout out to them. So the time has come, people. All 10 reveals from the Infinity Saga have now happened. So again, our guests later, we're going to be asking you what your favourites are. But yeah, the 2 that we hadn't talked about, we'll get to them in a minute, but let's just go through these. But all 10 now have officially been revealed. They're all coming out. In demand says anytime between June and August, but we shall see. But they're expected August to September time. So we shall see what happens. But let's have a quick skip through. Okay, so we've talked about Thor all the time, and Brandon, stop me if you want to add anything as we skip through these, but I'm just going to fly through these. Quicksilver, obviously a character we needed. The pack from the end of Endgame, probably the best unmasked Tony Stark head as well. And I like how on this very stream with the Hasbro team, they showed off how the colours will match compared to the Build-A-Figure Thanos. Yeah. So you can swap out the arms. So if you do want your Marvel Legend Thanos to be completely gauntletless, if that's a word, yes, it's a word, then you can do that. So I think the price of, is it Nighthawk or Hawk? Which figure is it that comes with?
Nighthawk.
Yeah, so I think the price on him is going to...
Nightwing.
Nightwing's Batman.
No, Nighthawk.
Yeah, I've confused him now. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the Build-A-Figure price is going to go up a little bit with people trying to get that extra arm, but still I like that you can do that. Obviously, Odin, another character we needed. Very happy to get happy, pun intended, and obviously I'll take new Iron Man armors all day long. An updated Rescue with some new unmasked heads, which I appreciate, and then the Captain Marvel from Endgame. The Mark III, and Dwight even said in this video that this could just be a repaint from Mark II, which is not wrong. Let's be honest. And I wouldn't be mad at Hasbro if they did that. I'll take it. Serda, the competition. Do you prefer Serda or do you prefer Quicksilver? Are you Team Dwight or are you Team Ryan? I think that seems to be how it's going. Because
I think I'm going Quicksilver.
Well, Quicksilver was a character I think we needed on the shelf, where Serda's a nice surprise, but it wasn't something anyone was clamoring for. But it's an impressive looking figure.
Wait, hold on.
Let us know in the chat anyway. Let us know in the chat. Are you a Team Serda? Are you on Dwight's side or Ryan's side? Serda or Quicksilver? Now, let's get to the figures we hadn't talked about yet. These were revealed Friday. Can you hear me, Brandon? You good?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now. Got you now.
So we never got to talk about these because these were revealed last Friday. They were rumoured.
Yes, they were.
Now, selfishly, I've showed this off before and I'll show it off again. Why not? Selfishly, I was hoping this would be like an updated Endgame Captain America with the broken shield or something like that. Selfishly.
I was hoping it would be on that new buck as well.
Yeah.
That new, John Walker buck.
But, I understand and I'm not mad at Hasbro for doing a redo on this because, let's be honest, this figure needed a redo. So here's my sort of modded one. I've got the Casting Cave Steve Rogers head on there, which is amazing, by the way. And I've also got these third party, I think these were from AliExpress. They cost me a couple of quid. Shields. Selfishly, I didn't want an Infinity War cap because I already created my own. However, this is the toy business, Brandon. After all, we always say that, not the toy friendship, as Matt Cardona likes to say. But this makes sense for them to redo this one because they sort of missed the first time round. Like that first time round, it didn't look like Chris Evans at all. No. The only thing that bothers me about this, Brandon, is both shields are different. And my brain's symmetrical. Like I've got a symmetrical brain. Like I want... So the fact that I can't have two shields the same bugs me. But what are you saying?
Yeah, I think because one shield is like locked in and sort of just like what would be the word for it? Like just standard. Whereas the other shield is in like attack mode kind of thing. Like when he kind of kicks it into gear. So that is a shame. I would like it to have been like one or the other, but just both the same. But I mean, I like it. I mean, I like the fact that they've gone back and redone this. I think a lot of people probably would have missed it. I think you did get a lot of people that hyped and jumped onto Marvel Legends in 2018 with Infinity War. Likewise, even more people with Endgame. Yeah. And I think of the Endgame suit and then of this suit, which one needed more of a redo? It was definitely this one. So I appreciate why they did it. I mean, I did pre-order this with Pulse.
That's good. That's worth a mention as well. In the UK, it seems to be a Pulse exclusive in the UK. It hasn't went up anywhere else. But they never said that. But that seems to be the case.
Yeah. So this is definitely one that I'll pick up. I love me some Captain America. I don't know I will open it. I feel like I will get it and just keep it in its box and just remember it as part of like the Infinity Saga, because I really don't have any need for this on the shelf. The in-game cap is there, and play factor wise, I'm not feeling it quite as much with this one yet. Play factor wise.
Well, they did say the promo pictures are not doing it justice, as the colours are a little bit off. So we'll wait till we see in-hand packages as well, in-hand pictures as well. But just jumping real quick back to the chat, back to Serda real quick. People definitely seem to be on Team Serda, by the way. And Rectangular says, "Speak for yourself. Serda has been a long time coming." Now, okay, so I was only speaking in terms of MCU characters. This wasn't a character that I expected to get in MCU form. That's how I was speaking. However, I understand Rectangular's point. He says, Serda's been a long time. So for my question to the audience is, can you use this Serda in your comic book display? Even though it's an MCU figure, are you still happy to use it? Because it is very obviously, he's a unique looking character, which is just a man on fire essentially, isn't he? So great film, by the way, Denzel Washington, one of my favorites. But yeah, this is a man on fire, and I'm curious. So that's my question. Let's give the chat a minute to warm up. But
yes, a couple of things.
Go on.
First thing, they're saying it's Cap is a Smiths exclusive as well in the UK.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Up on the Smiths website.
Okay.
Which is really interesting.
Yep.
Given that usually we don't get Smiths exclusives, but it seems that's the way that they're rolling now.
Okay, I've got. Is that Jamie J and Dane all said that as well? So yeah, we appreciate that. Yeah.
Baraka makes a good point as well. They said if you all peeped Ryan's backdrop, the blue on this cap looks so much better. I agree. I think design-wise, that Captain America looks a lot better than the original. Very happy that they did it. I think just for me personally, I don't know. I pre-ordered it, but it didn't quite hit the spot like I was expecting it to. But it does look so good. I just don't think I'll take it out of packaging because it looks that good.
Well, as I said, I'm always pre-order and then worry about it later, because if I hesitate, and then I can't get it, I'll be annoyed. So I always pre-order and then decide later. With the collecting world at the minute, it's so high. Getting rid of stuff at cost is very easy. So you sort of like a no risk. Get it in hand, have a look, see how you feel, and if you don't want, move it on. Another collector would be very happy to get it. But I'm like you. I didn't think I needed him, but I pre-ordered him, and I'll probably find a place for him on the shelf. We shall see. But yeah,
I think, and I think this is amazing. I think this is really, really amazing.
This may be. I haven't really thought about it properly yet, but this may be my favourite set from the Infinity Saga. two characters that we needed. Like, let's be honest, two characters that we needed from the very first MCU film. The reason the MCU is as big as it is today is on the success of the first Iron Man film. That's just facts, people. This is the first main protagonist of the Iron Man movies, and we've got him in his sort of normal suited look. We've even got him holding a little art reactor, and then we've got Ironmonger as well, who Dwight held up in his video, and it looked really impressive next to an Iron Man. So yeah, this I think is my favourite set.
That Ironmonger suit as well stands just over 9 inches tall. It is huge. I think personally, my favorite character that they did for me was, is Happy. I think that was the one I'm happiest that they did the most. I think Odin is probably the one I'm most excited for and the one that I was looking forward to the most. And then I think in terms of what is the best item, the best set, I agree with you. I think it's probably going to be this.
Let me just, as this is my favourite, I just want to take a little bit more time on this. Just jump into Pulse real quick. So
again, that Ironmonger is all new sculpt. I think the Obadiah Stane is the Jeff Bridges head sculpt is just perfect.
Let me just switch the graphics up real quick. Let's see if let me see if swap it. Okay, so I've jumped on Pulse just so we can skim through these pictures. So there's Obadiah Stane with the briefcase, holding the little art reactor that he stole from Tony, of course. And then this is this the same? No, this isn't the one. I was going to say, is this the same art reactor that Pepper put in the lake at the end of Endgame? But it's not, is it? No. This is the one he used in the Ironmonger. That's That's his prototype one. Yeah, okay. Ignore me. But still, it's a very nice little accessory. For sure. New suited body, I think they said as well. Or is that the Logan one? I can't remember.
Oh, great question.
Because they said they've got 3 suited bodies now. So I'm assuming you've got the standard sort of Coulson one, you've got the Happy one, and then you've got this one, which is the Logan one, I believe. Yeah.
But then there's also the Fury one. Is the
you're right.
Marvel Younger Fury?
That's different. 'Cause it's got the gun holsters.
But I think you're right that the 3 new bodies must be Happy, the Logan one, and maybe they meant this one. Is this one different to that?
I don't know. It's a suited body. I haven't really done too much investigating, but there's pins on there, Brandon. So I know you ain't paying too much attention. I know you were zooming in.
I mean, but I mean, on the thing is, on a character like this, I don't mind it as much. We'll come on to it later on the kind of characters that I do mind it on. But this is just great nonetheless. That Ironmonger, I think, is going to be one of the best figures this year.
Rectangular saying Logan suited body, so we were right in our queries, in our thoughts. But yeah, this looks great. Love the little accessories as well. Really going to make it pop. I think the ACBA community are going to love that as well. But yeah, impressive. Again, 2 characters that we needed for the MCU. And yeah, very happy to add them to the shelf, to the collection. So yeah, I think my opinion changes every day when it comes to toys, but I think this is my favourite set out of the lot, of course. So again, if you're a guest on the stream later on for my channel members, I am going to be asking you what your favourite Infinity Saga set is. So start thinking about it now, jot down some notes, because I want to know why, and hope you've got some good reasons. But yeah, there you go. So all 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Very happy. Always happy to add some new MCU to the shelf. Yeah. Some new characters in there, some updates of previous figures, and yeah, very, very, very happy with that. Very happy. Okay, before I skip to the next picture, let me just check what it is. Okay, beautiful. This is where I sort of feel like we need some guests in. We won't just yet. We're trying to struggle through ourselves. So I was going to have Rectangular in, but I don't think it's good to get Rectangular in talking about AOA with us 3. Imagine us 3 on a stream talking AOA. We need to get Abnubler or Rich in, or people that like AOA. Okay, we got over 100 people in here. As always, I appreciate you.
There we go. 102, 104.
That means the flashing lights are coming on. This is the stage of the stream where I lose the over 100 people because I'm sitting here pressing buttons. But I don't care. It's a tradition on the channel, and I'm sticking with it. There you go. Some flashy lights are on, people. The lights are on. Over 100 people. We appreciate it when we hit triple figures over here. We're only a small little channel, but we appreciate you all the same. And again, if you do want to be a part of today's stream, I've said it already, but you can just get in touch with Friday. You do that by Super Chat or Streamlabs. There is a link in the description to do Streamlabs. Not many people do it, but it works the same way as Super Chat. It just doesn't go through YouTube. It goes through Streamlabs instead. But either or, much appreciated. Anything over £4 or $4, Friday, we'll read that out. So yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for sticking around. Now we're going to get into what they actually revealed today as in new stuff, because that was all recap essentially. We've talked about this, the Infinity Saga sets on the channel now for the past couple of weeks. This is new stuff that we knew was coming, but we didn't know what was coming. So there was a few rumored lists out there, but as we always say, unless Rectangular says it, we don't believe them. But yeah, this I don't know. I've got some thoughts on this, but let's get into it real quick. So we're going to skim through these, and then as I said, in about 25 minutes, we'll start bringing some guests in, and hopefully their opinions on these will probably be a little bit stronger than mine and Brandon's. But I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be negative. I'm just gonna.
Okay, full disclaimer ahead of time, like Ben is saying, right? I did not pick up a single AOA figure from last year's wave, or the Apocalypse Deluxe. I didn't. That isn't because I. The main reason is because it's not my mind's eye of the X-Men, right?
Yes.
So, and for me, the shelf, I'm trying to keep it to one per character as best I can, one figure per character as best I can. And to me, my mind's eye of the X-Men is either like your 90s X-Men with your Jim Lee style, X-Men animated series X-Men, or it's like, your more modern Avengers versus X-Men kind of X-Men. Like, that's my mind's eye of the X-Men. So I just didn't have any space for it on the shelf. I just took it as the opportunity to save some money and put more money into other legends elsewhere. So full disclaimer, I have not ordered this wave. I will not order this wave. If this wave turns up for £10 at Forbidden Planet this time next year, I still won't buy this wave. It is just, I have nowhere to put it and I have no need for it. That being said, I think if you are someone who loves these characters or these versions of these characters, this is a beautiful wave. Like, wow. I think it's stunning. So let's do it then.
Yeah, I'm just having fun with the camera here at the minute. It's double Brandon.
Oh, look at that.
I was basically pulling my camera off just to show you that, look, there's AOA figures on the shelf, people, all right? Danyon pressured me to it. He threatened me and said he'd stop making Marvel Legends unless I brought the AOA figures. So I took the bullet for the collecting community and brought the AOA figures. And do you know what? They suckered me in a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you, people. Like Brandon says, I agree with everything Brandon said. Everyone has their own incarnations of their favourite teams. In their mind's eye version of their favourite teams. And like Brandon, AOA is not mine, but it is for many other people, which I completely accept. So for other people get excited for these AOA figures as I would do for the Jim Lee team, if that makes sense. So I by no means am I discrediting these are great looking figures. It's just these are not my version of the X-Men. However, I've now created this sort of side section of my shelf, which I'm starting to appreciate. Very colourful. The designs are a little bit wackier, but that was the whole point. Back in the 90s, Marvel sort of let the staff, the writers, and the illustrators just go crazy. Like, what do you want to do? Just draw them any way you want, type thing. And the AOA is what happened essentially. So let's get into it. So this guy is a character that we did need on our shelf. I'm not going to lie. It's Legion. It's the son of Charles Xavier. Without this guy, AOA wouldn't have happened. He's a bit crazy. I never watched the Legion show on Fox. It was a little bit too confusing, and I just never got into it. Did you ever watch Legion on Fox? Just why?
I didn't. No. Because same as you, I can't. There's only so much content you can keep up with.
Yeah, it was a bit crazy for the sake of being crazy, I believe. I think. But yeah.
And generally for me, if it's Marvel but it's not MCU, I don't really pay much attention because the chances are it's not going to be that good.
Well, at first glance, this guy looks like someone out of Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. Do you know, like he's just like he should be on a side scroller sort of fighting game. But it's Legion. It's a character we needed, very integral to the Age of Apocalypse story. So I don't think he was in Age of Apocalypse himself, but he's the reason that Age of Apocalypse happened or something like that. Again, I need to refresh, but either still, it's a character that's important. Oh, shout out Dark Clueless.
Tuesday
Wow,
crew
look at that
reppin'
super
cooking
chat.
knife, cooking knife, cooking knife. You guys are making work tolerable. Was that Gene?
Pow, thank you very much. That's Darth Clueders with the super chat. It says Tuesday crew repping, so that's in parallel crews in the house without a doubt. And I love the way Friday read that out. Cooking knife, cooking knife, cooking knife. It sounded like it was about to drop a beat and go into some hip hop track. I quite liked it. But yeah, cooking knife, cooking knife, cooking knife. I'm going to sample that and do my second parallel disc to that track. You guys are making work tolerable. We appreciate that. Was that Genie? What does he mean with that? Probably something I showed on my display, but still, Daft Clues, we appreciate you, much appreciated. Okay, so let's, as we scroll through these people, please do the hit and miss. If you've got the emojis, use them. I love seeing them. A few people have already started doing it in the chat. Yeah, because I'm curious. Like as I said, AOA is one of those storylines where you either love it or you hate it, or you just don't know about it. So interesting to see, like just straight off the bat, Stryden saying hit, Tyrone saying miss, but Rich M is saying big hit. So yeah, Cloud Fox, wow, hit. I know Ab Nuggler's a big fan. I've seen him posting about it on Instagram. But yeah, as we go through these people, as they appear on the screen, please say hit and miss, and I'll read a couple out as we go through. The tongue twister's back. Cool comic chronic. Yeah, cool comic cosmic chronic. Yeah, there you go. Here's in the chat as well. We appreciate you. Spoiler alert. Okay, go on.
No, so I was going to say, so by the looks of it, I think it's the Shang-Chi comic, Shang-Chi legs, right? It seems.
Yeah, because they've both got bare feet. So that would make sense. Yes, you're correct.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the sculpt on this is great. The hair on this looks great. The interchangeable hands, they're smashing it at the moment with the accessories. Like, the fists, the open palm hands, just, yeah.
Look, you pop that head off. You pop that head off. You could put any random Marvel Legends head on there, and you've got like
there you go.
escaping prison type of figure. It's
That could be the new Dan Who figure.
Maybe how far Hank gets arrested and this is his break out of prison. I need to get a bit more jacked up though, I'm not going to lie, but still we can make it work. Abnugler says, spoiler alert, sorry everyone, I'm about to say this, but it's from a spoiler from a comic 20 years old. Legion goes back in time to kill Magneto, but instead kills Charles, thus no one opposing Apocalypse and why AOA happened. Yes, that was that's as the best sort of synopsis you can get for why the sort of AOA alternative timeline happens. So it's a separate universe. That's what you can appreciate these. They're not your X-Men. Just see them as an alternative reality version of the X-Men, because that's essentially what they are. But yeah, a lot of hit emojis in there. Definitely more hits than misses, but a few misses in there as well. Z-Man with the hits, 42012 with the hits, Mini Plastic Multiverse with the hits, Rush with their big hit on all of it, Marvelous Nerd, Radium. Bon Williams says, miss unless I get a good deal on it. Yeah, I think a few people are thinking the same. As I said, I brought my first AOA wave on sale, and I can still get some of them on sale as well at Forbidden Planet. Like I could have got X-Man and Jean Grey for like £5, which £5 for a Marvel Legends is ridiculous. So, and I know, Rectangular did that sort of competition where he said that whoever finds the most Logans or Weapon X's on the shelves, and there's like people were posting in pictures of like 10 Weapon X's on the shelf. But yeah, let's be honest. Unless you know AOA, that's just a dodgy looking Wolverine. But still, Legion, sorry, there he is with a wacky hair and his little wacky eyebrow. I can do the eyebrow, to be fair. Maybe I can get some Legion hair going. Maybe that should be my next hairstyle. The quiff is getting big. Brandon's had a nice haircut as well. So your quiff is tamed at the minute, Brandon. Mine's getting wilder, and yours is more tamed.
It was getting too long for me. I had to I needed to just cut it for. So it'll take like 8 weeks to grow back now, probably.
But there you go, Legion. Okay, next up.
But yeah, he's looking good. He's looking really good.
Next up, Mayfex beat him to it, but only just. But if you want a figure that's a third of the price of the Mayfex, then go for Marvel Legends.
and that will arrive about 3 years sooner than the Mayfex.
You're not wrong, are you? You're not wrong. Cameron Wright with another super chat. Thank you very much.
Wright donated $4.
Thank you. Let Friday read that out.
Through super chat. How thank you, Cameron Wright. I feel like if this was the initial AOA wave, more people would have bought heavy hitters like Magneto. And Cyclops will do that.
Yeah, do you know what? I was thinking the same, Cameron. Much appreciated the super chat. He says, I feel like if this was the initial AOA wave, more people would have brought heavy hitters like Magneto, Cyclops will do that. So yeah, I was just having a thought when I put the picture of them all together. Which is the stronger wave 1 or wave 2? Which I guess is a question we can ask people later on. But like Brandon says, when is the Mafex Magneto meant to come out?
It's a great question. I want to say sometime next year.
Okay, so we're probably going to see the Marvel Legend one first
it's
anyway.
So far away. I'll have a Google and let me see.
Okay, so
not that I'll be getting it, but still.
Okay, so anyway, here is so Magneto's in his blue and not blue, it's sort of purpley blue and red. So the colours will be different to the Magneto you've got on the shelf. When's it due?
It was meant to come out in December.
Last
year.
Oh wow. Okay, it's a bit delayed then.
So yeah, we'll probably see it sometime by the end of this year.
So place your bets. What will you see first, the Mafex Magneto or the Marvel Legends Magneto?
Yeah,
like
I reckon Legends. But look at that. Like when you look at the pictures for the Mafex, whatever, they are really good. But Legends is just so much more value for money. Like it varies from figure to figure that they both do, but for the most part, Legends is a lot more value for money.
I want to say a big thank you to Keith T, showing some love, just becoming a channel member. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. So as always, don't be shy. Hit that join button and become a part of the little community that we're building over here. So yeah, thank you very much, Keith T. I see that. I appreciate it. He is showing some love on the channel. Thank you very much. I'm just going to zoom in real quick and show you. So yeah, the only difference with this Magneto is he's got long hair and braids, essentially.
Yeah.
But I like how they gave us the unhelmet and helmeted head. Standard Marvel Legends sort of effects, which I don't hate those effects, to be fair, but it is that you cannot deny that is how Magneto looked in Age of Apocalypse, so you can't be mad about it. If you're an AOA fan, this is the Magneto you want on your shelf. Here he is, there he is again. What do you think of these digital renders, by the way, rather than seeing like promo ones?
Yeah, so I was thinking about this earlier, right? And I wonder if the reason why they did it that way is because what usually happens is they must send out like the images of the figures in the boxes and blah 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 to the retailers for them to put up, and then some retailer somewhere puts up, an hour early and leaks it, and so it kind of ruins the stream. But with the digital renders, because they had the digital renders like for the stream maybe, and then they went out to the retailers, because like In Demand and SAF all said that like they got the email to put up the pre-orders quite late. So I don't know. That's just me speculating to myself.
Interesting.
But I thought that would be a great like workaround for making sure that they don't get leaked out in the boxes and stuff. This
is essentially also like one of the first sort of COVID created waves as well that you can imagine.
Yes, also true.
So yeah, but it does seem to be the way forward.
Great,
yeah, it looks fun. So absolutely looks fun. But do you reckon some people, again, just being devil's advocate, not saying I hate this idea or anything, just being devil's advocate, do you reckon some people don't like the idea of pre-ordering a figure before they've seen the sample?
I mean, yeah. There's always going to be the people that are like, oh, it didn't match the original render, or it didn't match the prototype.
And they did say that, and Dwight did make a point to say the colours will be different. The colours will be different. So
yeah, because they always put on I think it's just there at the end. It says like digital render only, final product may vary. So,
yes.
But the thing is, I think if you're a long time Legends collector, you know what you're buying. Like, I don't know why you would complain. Like, I mean, people like to complain for the sake of complaining, but I don't know why. I mean, I think these look great.
Yeah, I think they look fun. I think they look fun as well. And I also think this looks fine as well. I know some people have different opinions of how it looks, but of course, in AOA, another spoiler, Rogue is with Magneto. They're a couple, believe it or not. So Rogue sort of had to be paired up in this wave with Magneto. And like, even though it's AOA Rogue, and like same with most of these characters, any X-Men fan can sort of tell who the character is. It's not like they look drastically different. It's just a quirkier version of their character design, I would say. And there's those like they've always got like she's got like a collar on with like the same sort of like balls that Magneto has on his. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Very well pointed out. But yeah, only one head, but it works. So I think Rich said he didn't like the head on this one. Yeah.
She's sort
kind of needs to sort her hair out.
She's sort of based off Scarlet from what's it? The G.I. Joe line. Doesn't Scarlet have like the yellow sort of one piece? But still, she's got space boots, as the Marvel team called them. Fisted hands as well. But I don't think it looks bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's like everybody here is getting a spare hands, but they didn't give Sam Wilson Captain America fists. They didn't give Miles open palm hands. Oh, can't win them all. But yes, I think it looks good, and I think the accessories look great.
I'm just
the color scheme as well.
If you are an AOA fan, then you cannot deny these look great. Like, you must be happy now. Like, I'm happy for you.
Yes, this feeling here is like the feeling that we had 2018 into 2019.
Yeah,
you know, getting the
Jim Lee stuff.
Beast,
yes,
Nightcrawler, Professor X, the Love Triangle set, Psylocke. Who else? Psylocke. Gambit,
all of those Jim Lee figures now on the aftermarket at least triple the price.
Yeah.
You try and buy a Rogue, a White Storm, a Blue Beast for cheaper than what, $45, £50, ain't happening.
What? I think I still have that White Storm on card.
Did you tell people the story?
I think I have a Rogue as well.
Have you ever told people the story about that?
Tell that story. Let's just leave that story behind.
I might tell it one day on Legends and Liquor. Brandon used to have a nice minty on-card retro Vogue.
I had to. I still have one for me. But
funny. Okay, I'll tell.
Something happened to the other one.
Save that for another day. He's got Storm though. If anyone wants one, hit him up. You might not get some in the post, but he's got it. Is what I'm saying. Okay, there's Rogue's ass. If you wanted to see that, moving on. Longhead Cyclops.
This looks brilliant. I was sitting there like, my God, if I was an AOA fan, this is it. This is like smashing it. And finally, we got a Cyclops with two fists.
He hasn't got his Jean Grey please in hand.
No, it wasn't. Mind you, it wasn't. You know, it wasn't the Cyclops with two fists.
Cyclops doesn't need to press his visor anymore. That's just a gimmick. He doesn't need to press it.
Yeah.
And remember, I taught you something new. Or you learned something new in the streams. If you go back through our streams, the playlist is there. We have already done a whole stream on AOA characters for a possible wave 2, and I think we talked about every single one of these. I think we talked about Legion. I can't remember. Maybe everyone apart from Legion was definitely mentioned, and we taught Brandon that why's Cyclops only got one eye. Oh, come on, Brandon. It's an easy question, Brandon. Cyclops isn't actually a Cyclops in this one.
Because Wolverine took it.
Yes, and why has Wolverine only got one arm? Well, one hand.
Because Cyclops blasted it off.
Yes, they were fighting. Yes, they had the cause.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. See? Oh, that's why Ryan was saying to Dwight about the Wolverine scuffs on his armor.
Yeah, there you go. Look.
Hey, there we go. I do remember.
And that looks good, to be fair, as well, all the scuffiness. But yeah, it's like a hippie Cyclops, I guess.
It is. Yeah.
He did point out as well that the red is only on this side, so it's not on the other side as well.
The remainder is gold.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's
which makes sense because there's no eye behind the other.
Yeah, exactly. So he did point that out as well.
Detail.
But
is this a new body? I can't tell what body this is. Is it the Omega Red body?
I don't know. No, it's Bucky Cap.
Big and beefy.
It's Bucky Cap. Look.
No, it can't be Bucky Cap.
There's the veins,
so
right?
Thick compared to Bucky Cap.
Maybe it's just a digital render makes it look thick.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
They're the veins from Bucky Cap. Am I wrong?
Grim Reaper body, maybe? I don't know. No. Ignore me. Not the Grim Reaper body. Definitely looks like a big body, though.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I'm not very good at the guess the book game, but I see those veins
Cyclops
and I say
in the Love Triangle pack has two fists. Does he really? I thought him in a box over there. I'll check.
Do you know what?
Fine. Okay, I stand corrected.
Do you know what? He does, Brandon. Sorry, he's on my
really?
shelf with two fists. Yeah.
But wait. Wait. Did he come with two fists?
Yeah.
And two finger hands?
I think he came with the finger hand, but two fists.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Fine. I stand corrected.
That's all right. That's fine. There's a lot of knowledge to retain. I've also got Wolverine with two fists as well. There you go.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah.
They're very casual on my shelf. Very casual.
Well, that probably speaks for itself because you've got that one on display.
I've got about 6 Wolverines on display. I'm not going to lie to you.
Which Jim Lee Wolverine do you prefer, Love Triangle or Apocalypse? Wait.
The one that's pride and place on my X-Men shelf is the Apocalypse one.
Yeah, I love the yellow on that Apocalypse Wolverine. That's one of my favourite legends ever.
But I've got the first appearance on the shelf with the mask off. I've got the Love Triangle one down there. Yeah. Because it comes with a cowl. You can put the down cowl on the... The down cowl came with the Love Triangle. You can put it, the yellows match the first appearance, and then you put the unmasked head. So you can have like a down cowled casual Logan. With the fists as well. With the fists, no claws. He's casual. He's just chilling. And then I've got other Wolverines with the claws out and stuff like that. Bucky Cat with bigger arms, people are saying. Woodstock, looks like Bucky Cat. Yeah, people seem to think it's Bucky Cat. Okay, it's those veins there at the shoulder. That's what makes me say Bucky Cat.
Yeah, fair play.
But yeah, either way, it still looks good. And again, Cyclops has never had another body apart from the Bucky Cap, I don't think, so far. But,
I just never want to see the Bucky Cap or the Pizza Spidey body ever again.
I think you'll be seeing them for a few years yet, my friend. Few years yet. Okay, next up. So you said, when we were talking about the potential of this wave, you said possibly Iceman, right? And then I sent you a picture of how Iceman looks in AOA, and you changed your mind. Has your mind reverted back, or do you still...
It would have, but there's one thing that has held me back. Can you guess the one thing? There's one part of this figure that I was like, no, can't not see it.
The head?
Can't unsee it. No, the head's not bad. I like the head.
You can't unsee it? The white on it?
No. Love the white. I think it looks great.
The pins?
But there's one... No. Not necessarily the pins. You
the hands? Closer. The one hand and not hand? The joints?
The hands look fine.
The torso? I have no idea what you're referring to.
Look at the joints going into the thighs of the legs.
Oh, that. Oh, I wouldn't have noticed that.
Yeah, no, that was the only thing that turned me off of this figure. Other than that, I think it looks great. I mean, all of it looks great.
I would have been here. I would have been here for an hour guessing what you didn't like about this figure, and I would never have said the plugs into the thighs. that is something my brain wouldn't even have registered to be a thing.
It just looks like.
I would have moved on to the Colossus arm at this point. I would have been like, do you not like the arm? Do you not like the interchangeable hand? Like, I would not have got. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Let me skip through these though. But it is Iceman from AOA. It does looks good. I don't hate translucent figures. It's just the last couple of Icemen haven't been perfect. It definitely looks better than the one we got in the retro card because it's more blue and translucent. Where the Iceman we got in the retro card was sort of white and frosty. So this one matches the sort of Bobby Drake that we got in. I think what wave was it? One of the first X-Men waves. Can't remember what it was, but when we got Iceman last time anyway, that sort of, it matches that sort of colour. Wave? Yeah, it could be Juggernaut, I know that the other one. He's on the shelf behind me. I just don't want to grab him and knock everyone down, but it sort of looks.
Yeah, and they have the same hands as well, like the baseball.
It's so we can do that essentially, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that. Yeah, that.
Basically.
That. There you go. There's my impression of creating an ice slide for myself, or Doctor Strange, or whatever.
I would love to rewind 10 seconds and look at my face as you were making that.
Okay, but he's got no mouth. But he is a little. Is he a bit? Again, haven't read AOA in a long time. To be fair, I'd be lying if I said I did read it. I think I listened to someone read it to me. That counts. Sort of. If someone read it to me, that counts as me reading it, right? Surely. I was too lazy to read it. Is he evil? Is he part of the bad guys in this? Does he work for Apocalypse? Because he is an Omega mutant, and he does look pretty evil in this. So is Bobby Drake a villain in the Age of Apocalypse, is my question for the chat.
That's a great question.
Because he doesn't look happy. He doesn't look happy. Tyrone says Brandon has problems.
There he is. Who said I have problems?
Tyrone. I think because you were talking about what you didn't like about that figure. Omar was guessing the diaper. Home Dude said the thigh peg, so I think he got it right. Bay says it's the hip balls. Exactly. Home Dude said, oh, no, I won't read that because it's harsh.
See, Cloud is on my side. Cloud says, I wish it was a little less translucent because the joints are so apparent.
Batforce Grump said the legs as well, so he was sort of close. Pins, Dan, says Mark. Well, that's what I guessed, pins, but I guess it was sort of pins. We weren't wrong if you said pins. No, Iceman is with Magneto. Okay, so Magneto's working for the mutants, right? So Iceman must be a good guy. No, he's an X-Men. Okay, cool. Hang on, Marky, she says, yeah, he's a villain, but then everyone likes to say, yeah, he's with Magneto. But isn't Magneto working with the X-Men? What?
Bay of Pigs does make a good point. He said, hey, Brandon, I heard that these are digital renders and not the final. So to be fair, the pegs might not be that bad by the time.
Maybe. We shall see. Again, this is why it's an awkward question. It's like, you're a perfect example. You were curious about adding an Iceman to your shelf, whether it's AOA or not. You were curious to see this. You've seen this, and you've been put off by the digital render. So you didn't pre-order it. Now, let's say it sells out in pre-order stage, it gets released, and those pegs ain't as clear, and you're like, oh, if I knew that, I would have pre-ordered it. Hasbro have just lost £20 because of a digital render. And that's just one example. So imagine that happens for other people and other people and other people. Just saying, again, I'm just being devil's advocate. I don't mind it. I don't think it's an issue. But I'm just being devil's advocate. Does the digital renders put people off?
I wish Bay of Pigs didn't say that, because now I'm on the fence about whether to get Iceman or not. Just in case.
But yeah, interesting. Okay, Iceman. And next up was something that we knew was coming, as they did show this off previously, but they didn't show off what he came with. So now we know he comes with 2 interchangeable heads as well, which I like both of these as well. This looks like a good Sabretooth. Again, there you go. He's got the sort of the balls on his collar, I guess, as well. So they've got the whited out eyes with the face there. Creed with the one buck tooth sticking out.
I love that face sculpt, that head sculpt. I would get that head sculpt and I would put it on the Puckwave Sabretooth.
You don't need the Puckwave one. We've got another one.
Yeah, but I prefer the Puckwave suit. I got the Apocalypse Sabretooth on the shelf.
Oh, okay.
That being said, mine had major QC issues and the boot broke off.
Okay.
That figure sells for mad money on the aftermarket, you know. That Sabretooth.
I seen it going for over $60 on someone's eBay. Someone was posting it on. Yeah, interesting.
Loads of money.
Okay.
I think this is definitely an impressive figure out of the way, by the way.
Yeah, this looks good.
This is just so nice. And it's on, I think Dwight said it's on the original modern Colossus body. You
can sneak this in to a non-AOA display, I think. Yes, it's his AOA costume, but it's still, those face sculpts are great. He hasn't got no claws, though. I think people might be annoyed that he's got no claws. But, yeah. Interesting. We shall see. We shall see, though. But, yeah, I think he looks good. People are saying hit. Jamie says hit. 1,000 hit. Says Rob the Plastic Hour. Omar says hit. So, yeah, interesting. Damien says hit. Interesting. Okay. Next up, Kitty Pryde with the sort of claws. The sort of, I'll call this the Laura prototype. The X-23 prototype, essentially. Because, she's got 3 claws, I guess, rather than the 2. But you know where I'm going at. It's Kitty Pryde with Wolverine claws. So they are interchangeable gauntlets. And yeah, so what you thinking of Kitty Pryde? Apparently she shares same pieces as the new...
the new Lady Death.
Yeah, so
she means some pinless legs.
Let's see. And they're going to be shorter as well. She's going to be a little bit shorter. So I can't see on from this image.
Pinless legs, very nice. Just turn her back around. Does she have an X on her belt?
Yep, it seems that way. Do you know, nice. The way you were talking about those pinless legs then, do you know, blokes have pictures of, women on their wall on posters and stuff like that? I imagine you just staring at like posters of pinless figures, going, oh yeah, pinless figure, oh yeah, leave me alone for 5 minutes. There's some pinless figures on the wall.
Could you imagine? Just pinless joints everywhere.
Funny. Just a pinless calendar. Brandon's got a pinless calendar. I'm going to make a pinless calendar for you for Christmas.
Oh man, that is such a good idea.
Just a calendar with all the pinless figures on for you for every. So next year, as you're flicking through the months, you got a pinless figures. Great
that is
idea.
A brilliant idea. that is probably in the top 3 of my favorite. Wait, hold on, what am I saying? That's in my top 3 favorite ideas of your good ideas of all the good ideas you've ever had. There we go. There in the end.
What were the other 2? I'll find out. Well, in AOA, she is with this pirate.
This is beastly. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
Bravo.
a beast. Yeah.
See, that's all I'm saying. If it was me and I was into AOA, I would be on cloud 9 right now.
It's a great looking wave. Shout out Kevin toying around as well. He's just jumped in. He says, hello there, with the Obi-Wan Kenobi tribute. He says, yes. How art thou? He's been very posh this afternoon. Also, we are fine.
Also, just on the Kevin note, if you are here and you have not seen Toying Around's live stream from last week with Ryan,
yeah,
you need to go and watch it. These two had me up until like 3-4 a.m. last Thursday watching that stream. It was so good. I mean, Toying Around is good, period. Like, one of the best, one of my favorites. But that stream in particular, one of my all-time favorites. Like, absolutely.
I've never really been a card break guy, but I like you. I watched them the next day. Yeah.
For cards.
They enabled you. I think he gets. I think he gets points, right? Okay.
Thankfully, I didn't get anything because I didn't really know what I was looking for. I was just kind of like, I just typed in like X-Men trading cards, like just for the fun of it. I was like, man, they were getting me.
Yeah, no. Shout out Kevin and Ryan from last week. I sat and watched them open a lot of cards. I don't really ever do that type of stuff, but I was there, I was watching, I was enjoying it. So yeah, shout out Toying Around. Okay, so Rob the Plastic Owl is saying best builder figure of 2021. He's calling it now with the Thanos Copter. He's jumped in the Thanos Copter and he's gone. He's like, I'm calling it. This is the best figure of the year, and I'm off. Thank you very much, Rob. Omar says hit.
What other bats have we had this year again?
I don't.
Tri-Sentinel,
the Stiltman, and the
Zenu.
Yeah, there you go. See, you know.
Ursa Major.
There you go. Cloud is now saying he's got to post pictures of for you guys. Well, I'm gonna pin. I think I can pin.
Did you stay up and watch that stream?
I know. I watched the first 20 minutes or something because I was in bed sneakily watching it while the missus was asleep because I wanted to show some love, but then I had to turn it off and go to sleep because I had work. But I did rewatch the whole thing the next day. I'll pin it to the top. So if anyone's still around, go and save it to your watch later list. Go and subscribe to Toying Around. I'm sure you already do. But Phil Jones has just posted a link there. I'll keep it up there at the top for a little bit. But shout out Kevin as always.
Rectangular said Mr. Hyde as well. Forgot about that one.
Okay, so it's 9:00 and I'm aware we want to get some guests on it. It's the last stream. Yeah, so we have got more to talk about, but that's fine. Let's get some guests on and we can keep talking. Let me just see if Rectangular's about and he wants to jump in real quick first. Right, okay, you game. Sorry, let me just find out real quick. Okay, so we're going to have a pile of guests on people. Again, Discord and Instagram, and that's how people have reached out to me to say they wanted to be a guest on today. The last stream of every month on a Thursday, I try and get channel members on, and then of course Legends and Liquor. The show is all yours. So yeah, Legends and Liquor. If you don't make it on today's stream, don't worry. Hit me up and come and join me on Sunday, and we can talk about anything you want and drink some cider. Well, I'll drink some cider and you can talk toys. It's absolutely fine. Shout out Dad Smoke, who's just subscribed to the channel as well. Thank you very much. Slowly climbing. I'm trying to get out of 12k. I don't like being in 12k. I'm bored now of 12k. I want to move on past to new ventures of the 13k world. But now, currently, it's still just a figment. All right. Rectangular can jump in for a few minutes. All right. So I'm just going to Get him in for a few minutes. And then Rectangular can tell us what he knew about the whole time, what he knew. Okay, hang on, Todd. I'm just trying to Facebook you the link if you're around, my friend. I'm assuming you're watching. My computer's just being slow. Brandon, I'll put you on with a chat for a second while I sort out Todd.
Yeah,
so if the chat has anything interesting to say, pull it up. And we're going to start getting some guests and people. So if you're a guest scheduled for today, Rich is going to send you the links and stuff. So super producer Rich is going to come and say hello first, of course.
Okay, let's have a look at who we have saying what in the chat. So, what I want to see in the chat is, what was your favorite AOA figure that was revealed today in the wave? I'm going to go and kick us off with Iceman. The Wolfpack Tour review says that Colossus is fire. Jamie says, looks like a great bath, the cap wings. Yeah, I want to also know, if you ordered the Disney Plus wave in the UK and you were lucky enough to get it at Comics and Cocktails, did you get a
shout out Daniel Lopez as well, by the way. Daniel Lopez just subscribed. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
There you go. I think the chat's a bit delayed. Is the chat delayed? Just a little bit. But yeah, if you order from Comics and Cocktails and you got the Disney Plus wave shipping notification today, let me know your address, because I may jump your postman when he's on his way to you.
Jump his postman.
Dennis. Oh, George W101 says, my Disney Plus wave has just shipped, so looking forward to that. Listen, if any of you are in the chat and you get your Disney Plus wave by Sunday, you're not coming on Legends and Liquor, because I'll just be crying the whole time in absolute jealousy. Dennis the Mad Titan, I'm kidding, by the way, in case anybody takes me seriously. Dennis the Mad Titan says Cyclops and Iceman were the best. AB Nuggler says all of them in all caps. Joe Figured It Out says Iceman or Sabretooth. Cloud says tough choice between Rogue and Magneto. Omar says Magneto. Scott says Iceman. Cool Comic Cosmic Chronic got it right first time. Says Colossus was dope, but not a big fan of the AOA waves. Rush says Legion. Doombot 9000 says, my favorite is the money saved. I feel you on that, Doombot. Yes, me too. Although my wallet is still recovering from the Infinity Saga pre-orders. Marcus says, I'm personally not too attached to any of the characters, but I did like Iceman. Kitty Pryde also looks like there's some customizing potential. I agree. Kitty looks like a nice base body for X-Men, for sure. Miles says my Disney Plus wave is being shipped too. Go away, Miles. No one wants to know about you and your Disney Plus wave that I haven't got yet. Fardad says Magneto. Rich M says Colossus and Kitty. Z-Man says Legion. VJ says Sabretooth. Matt says Sabretooth. Bon Williams says Legion. And speaking about two people that are about to get their Disney Plus waves before we do, it is our super producer looking nice and sharp.
_minds.
Hang on, super chat, super chat.
Through super chat, pal, thank you, Inquisitive _minds. Legion,
thank you, that's all he says. Inquisitive Mind jumps in with the super chat. 19.99, much appreciated. I appreciate all the super chats today, people. There's clearly payday. People are in a generous mood, but I appreciate it all the same. He says, Inquisitive Mind says Legion. So I think he's very happy to see Legion. But I am very happy to see two of my very good friends here in this collecting world. Yes. We've got super producer Rich M and the best hype man in the game, Phil Jones, with his glass of red milk. Oh, I bet that's red milk, isn't it? Bet that's red milk, Phil.
100% red milk.
Damn you! And you're a red milk.
That's why Rich is wearing the red t-shirt.
He knew. Oh, don't be collusion with Phil. Don't let him influence you like that, Rich. All right? Don't let him influence you. Are you on your way to a funeral or something, Phil? What's going on? Are we interrupting you?
He's in his Obadiah Stane costume, man. That's what he's in. Cosplaying is my favourite saga reveal.
To be fair, I did say that that set was my favourite set, and I didn't say because I loved Obadiah. It's because I want to make my own custom Phil Jones to go along with Hellfire Dan, of course. And of course, we know Brandon's the guy underneath the mask of Frogman, so we need to make it happen. So the crew is getting bigger. But no, I appreciate you both jumping in. Thank you very much. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is Phil Jones, Cool Toys UK on Instagram. And then we got super producer Rich, aka Displayed Once on Instagram. Displayed Once is basically the reason all the show looks fancy and good. He gives us the graphics, as I said, I showed you earlier.
You oversell, you do so much.
It's the magic.
I just log on at 5 minutes later.
He literally does. He does.
And every few nights at 3 a.m. I say, guys, I've got a theme idea for another show.
Hang on, I'm jumping back to the picture. I want to see if I can get pictures up while we're all on the screen. Yeah, there you go. I can get us all on the screen with pictures. There we go. So this made me laugh earlier. Anyway, this is the type of stuff I enjoy. See, this is you. This is super producer Rich going up. He didn't just share the post. He photoshops this masterpiece that I'm tempted to put on a wall. I'm printing this out to put on a wall. I'm not even going to lie to you.
But how good was it that they revealed Tigra that we didn't even know?
Beautiful.
You did this before then?
Yeah, this was before.
No.
Yeah.
This was way earlier. Yeah, this was like when I was first posted to stream on Instagram.
That's so funny.
But yeah, Tigra. Oh, wow, let me scroll through some pictures then, because we can get to Tigra. But I first want to talk about someone I didn't talk about. But after AOA, the next reveal, if I wasn't mistaken, was Spider-Man, right? Let me get Spidey up.
Yeah, about that.
Okay. Let me get Spidey up. Alright, I'm pressing buttons, so ignore me, but I'm making magic happen. Okay, let's go to Hasbro Pulse. Hasbro Pulse, you are the chosen site today, just because it's easier. Alright, here we go. Hasbro Pulse. Right, is it all for pre-order?
Yep, toward the top, I think.
Is he? He's not there.
Left. No, I just saw him.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Sorry. I'm being slow. Okay, so as you know me, on the wall, if you can still see up there, I've got my Spider-Man retro figures. I buy one to open, one to display. And yeah, I've clearly got OCD and I need them to be symmetrical. I need them to sit perfectly. So I've got space on the shelf. So I am not complaining. I'm very happy to add another retro figure to the shelf. And I actually, believe it or not, don't have the very first Spider-Man 2099 figure. So, and I was tempted a few times to get it on, do you know, like AliExpress and eBay have like weird versions? And I was like, I don't really want to get the knockoff one. So I didn't. I was tempted, but I didn't. And then thankfully, Mr. Rectangular, I think he talked about this a while ago. And Webman is one. So we know we're getting Webman. So there's another gap filled. And now another space for the shelf. So now I technically need at least 2 more retro Spider-Man figures for my wall to be complete, at least. But yeah, very happy with this. So Brandon, you've got feelings on this. You've got the old one in your hand right there. What are you saying?
No, this is the new one. Because
What?
It's the exact same thing.
Okay, there you go. Throwing some shade.
Okay, look. Wait, hold on. Okay. Am I ever disappointed by anything the Legends team do? Ever. Does anyone remember the last time I was truly disappointed about something?
What was the last one with pins? That one.
yeah. Super chat, 1 second, sorry.
MARVELFUNKOBROS from IGNDAAHOUSEE.
Okay.
Will do ZEMOS dance for the chat.
Okay, so it literally read out, Friday spout it out, but it's basically Marvel Funko Bros from IG in the house with 3 E's. He says, can you all do the Zemo dance for the chat, okay? So let's make these dreams come true. He did super chat people, all right? We get a Zemo dance.
Are we all doing
Yes.
the Zemo dance?
Come on, it's a super chat. He's throwing money at us. There you go. He doesn't do that. He's not playing the drums. It's just one fist.
Yeah, but I wanted to throw 2 fists in.
All right, fair enough. Double Zemo. We call that the double Zemo around here. That's fine. Okay, back to Spider-Man. But we appreciate. See, that's what if you throw money at us, we'll dance for you. It's great. It's a bit weird, but I'll do it. I've got no shame. Thank you very much, Brute, for the super chat. Marvel Funko Bros on IG. Thank you very much. Okay, back to Spidey. So you're saying it's the same, Brandon, even though Ryan says it's slightly more metallic.
No, it's definitely a different. It's a redeco, so it's a more indigo color than the metallic. The previous version was more of a metallic blue. This is more of a subtle indigo. You've got 2 new hands with it, fisted hands and web cooling hands. So it's definitely a worthy successor if it was released 3 years ago. For me, I really, 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 really don't like this Spider-Man, Pizza Spider-Man body anymore. I mean, it's still miles better than other bodies that we've had, in the past. But again, this is like the standard 5 years ago. This isn't like the best that they can do now. And then there's probably very reasonable, justified, understandable reasons as to why it was just a redeco. But for me, this was probably easily in the top 5 figures that we knew were coming of the year that I was most anticipating.
Yeah.
I was really, really excited for this. And because it was on the retro card as well, I expected that it would get an updated body, something a bit beefier, something maybe, even if it had pins, like I just would have rather had it on an updated body. I just don't like this body anymore for Spider-Man's. The feet look silly. It just doesn't, it's not as fun to pose anymore. You got the neck hinge. It just, I'm rarely ever like genuinely disappointed, but this I was like, oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, well.
I think this is like a missed out one, isn't
I
it?
ordered one and paid it up front, and I'll see it in October.
He's an idiot, isn't he? He's like, yeah, I don't really want it. It's not the one I wanted, but I pre-ordered 7 of them and from 4 different stores. Sorry, what did you say, Rich? Sorry.
It's like, this is more for the people who missed out the first
Yes.
one. Like, we've all got this figure, but if you haven't got this figure, like Spider-Man 2099, I mean, it's a different character. Peter is quite popular.
It's Miguel, isn't it? Miguel hair? Miguel hair, yeah.
It's a shame they didn't do like an alternate head or something to like people who already got it, make them want to go and get it again, or like that Tom Holland head, like AliExpress had. But still.
Oh yeah, they're true. They whack that Tom Holland head with every Spider-Man figure on AliExpress. It's ridiculous. Phil, what about you? Sorry, see, I was just going to say, Phil, what about you with the Spider-Verse? Are you all in, or are you picking and choosing with these figures?
Well, these days I'm all in with all sort of legends, so that's bad for the bank account. But
because you're friends with us, Phil. You're friends with us. It's your own fault.
Yeah, enablers and enablers. But I didn't have the original one, so it's I'm happy to pick it up. But maybe they put on the retro card, because then you maybe collectors who maybe had it previously and they had it loose may pick up another one to stick on the wall and keep it carded. So it's a win-win for Hasbro, really, with not much expenditure, and sort of keeps the line alive almost, doesn't it? So it's all good.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I did think was, after the tag in Spider-Verse with Spider-Man 2099 in that post-credits teaser, we could see him in the film, the sequel next year. So maybe this is like a smart, strategic play that, okay, let's put this out on the retro card now. Let's do it cheap because we know everybody's going to buy one. And then next year we'll do like an updated Spider-Verse film version, and we can do that. We can give that like all the necessary updates. If they do that, then bravo.
Just looking at the chat, Ethan says, hey Dan, Marvelous News and JC has rumoured Webman, Hobgoblin, Sandman, Craven, Symbiote Spider-Man and Classic Shocker all on retro cards, but did say that he isn't uncertain about the legitimacy. So I'm sure you can name any of the Rogues Gallery of Spider-Man and I'd love to see them on a retro card. So as long as more are coming, then I'm happy about it. As I said, my wall has been created. I need more. But he does come with more. The original release never had these hands, right? Am I wrong in saying that, Brandon? Like, what interchangeable hands you got?
Yeah, these are new hands. I was going to double check it earlier, but I forgot. Let me triple check it. But I think he only came with the clawed hands the first time around.
Okay. Yeah. So now you got wall crawling and the fisted hands as well. Because he doesn't do the standard Spider-Man swip, does he? What does he do? Or does he? Does he use tech?
Yeah,
he's very tech heavy, isn't he, Miguel?
Yeah. It was just the clawed hands the first time around. So that was my main draw with this one, was the hand. Because it's more posable. And I do like the repaint. I think the colour is really nice.
I actually like the metallic sheen because,
nice.
As I said, it's Spider-Man 2099. He's in the future. Do you know he's very tech heavy, isn't he? So, I like the little glint to it. And I don't have the previous one, so I'm buying too, so I'm in. But yeah, happy with that. Okay, now let me bounce back off Pulse and bring up my photos again. 1 second, go back to the crisscross. Anyone got anything to add on the Spider-Verse? Any characters you'd like to see on the retro card while I'm pulling these pictures up? Brandon said Rhino. Anyone else?
Lizards, of course.
Lizard. What did you say, Rich?
Aunt May is all I want. Aunt
Yes.
May all the way.
Yes. So I'd take an Aunt May over a Lizard at the minute, Phil, only because I've already got Lizard and I don't have an Aunt May. So yeah, Aunt May wins that battle for me. All right, I'm going back. Right, I'd
also like to see another redo of Iceman. The last Iceman on the retro card wasn't a great figure, and maybe with this AOA Iceman, they can use that as a buck and give us more amazing friend style head on top of that. So I'd really like to see that down the line.
So while you're both here, what are your opinions on the AOA wave? Did you get any of the previous ones, Phil? They're £5 in Forbidden Planet. Were you tempted?
I bought them all there around the first time when they were considerably more than that. So
yeah, I've seen Sugarman on your shelf. I think actually, if you've got him on the, I think I've seen him in front of some books at some point. I'm sure.
Yeah, I love Sugarman. He's great bath. Probably my favourite bath of last year. Really like him. Really like the wave. To be honest, I haven't read AOA, but I really like the designs. Some Legion, maybe not. I do like the fact that I'm sound a bit sharp as Pioneer, but Legion has got the bare feet. Maybe they can use that. Maybe
you're a footman there, Ebediah. You're a footman.
I was just thinking Fantastic Four paperback Spider-Man down the line.
Yeah.
They can use it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's definitely another character that I'd like to see on that retro card or wherever else they want to give it us. But yeah, happy days. Okay, Rich, what about you? AOA.
Yeah, big fan of all of it. I've got all the originals, so love this wave. Like Cyclops and Rogue, I was wasn't too keen on their hair, but I think it was more that I'm just so used to the Toy Biz flathead version, so I was just looking at them like fully and seeing them around, and as you said, these are renders, so I'm sure in hand they'll look a lot better. But yeah, I pre-ordered them all anyway. So
yeah, I think last year, you know what, it was a running joke. AOA I wasn't, but now I've started. I'm the completionist in me is like, well, what's the point of having those if I don't have these? So I've been suckered in. But one thing I'm not suckered in about, and it's the reason that we wanted you here right now, Rich. And can we just get a round of applause, please, for Tigra? Tigra, ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. Tigra. I'd like to think that the live streams we've been doing for 42 weeks in a row, and the love that Rich has showed via his super chats with Friday, who of course can't say Tigra, so they say Tigray. We've willed this into existence. So I have to ask you first, Rich. What are your first of all, how happy are you to get Tigra now in figure form, and what do you think of the choice Seth went for?
This is the one I wanted. The fact that she's pinned last, all new body, we're getting two heads with it. It is the best, and I really wasn't expecting this. I honestly thought we'd get Feral, Wolfsbane first, and maybe next year, the year after, get to Tigra. So the fact that they've done Tigra, and I think a lot of people wanted Tigra as well. No, I know I go on about it, but if you look at the comments, you look at the want list, a lot of people want this new Tigra. Ryan said, it's been 2009 and we've been waiting for a new Tigra. I know she's not always the most prominent in the comic books, but she's definitely the best Avenger. So yes, Tigra!
The best Avenger. Wow, I'm posting some pictures in the chat right now because there's a tiger emoji and we definitely have a no pins emoji. So I'm trying to get this love in. So if you want to join me in the chat, please do. But Tigra and no pins. There we go. There you go. I'm doing that right now. I'm pinning that to the top. Shout
out to George as well. Shout me out in the chat as well.
On the live chat. The stream.
I was celebrating.
Yeah. The first thing I seen was as soon as they said we're going to show the tail and they brought up the picture of Tiger, I was like, yes! I cheered myself as well. I was happy for us all. There you go. There's the tiger emojis in the chat. Beautiful, beautiful. And the no pins. And they did make a point to say that in the picture there are pins, but they're not going to be happy. Oh, there you go. Let me go full screen on you there for a sec.
It's all the tiger. That's all the tigers we've had so far. So we've got.
Hang on. Let me see if I can go full screen on spotlight for everybody.
Yeah.
One set. Full camera. There you go. Right, it's all yours. Well, who we got?
You've got the Super Squad one at the bottom, then you've got Sheath Force, you've got the Legends 2009 at the top, then that's the Avengers Unite Your Stand one, and then you've got the Mini-Mates. Shout out Rob Pollock for his Mini-Mates collection.
Yeah.
You've got the Mini-Mates one there as well.
So which is the latest one? That one that's standing
that
on?
One there.
Yeah, and that's
Actually, do you know, it might be the Superhero Squad one, but obviously that doesn't count. But yeah, it's probably that one.
Yeah, so it's the same sort of design. What's the design? What story is that particular design from? Or does she always look similar?
That's how she's always looked. I mean, like, obviously recently they've tried to cover up a bit more, but this is what she tends to go back to. So I mean, there's not really another look for Tigra. Like at the beginning, no Hellcat's costume. She wore she was like the cat when she first came into it, and she wore that like yellow costume, and then they kind of like swapped it over, so she became more Tiger-like, and then Hellcat picked up that old costume then.
Happy days. Yeah, very good. Okay, let me go back to the gallery view. So get us all back on. There you go. So I've zoomed in so we can see the pins, but those pins don't exist. They've made a point to say that not actually there. That's just a part of the digital render. And you said 2 heads. So did he said?
Yeah, they said they're giving her an alternate head and alternate hands, and like they said like tufts of fur for like his shoulders and knees as well. So obviously maybe that's why the pins are there, because they're obviously going to attach them or something. But it's like it'd be a really good figure, and obviously it bodes well for them getting like Wolfsbane, Feral, Hepzibah, all the furry ladies you could want.
All the furry ladies. I'm not too sure. Phil, are you a fan of furry ladies?
You can come back to me on that one.
Okay, cool. But how about Tigra? Tigray. Were you happy for Rich to finally get a Tigray?
Oh, absolutely delighted. Yeah, obviously we all know Rich's wish for this figure for the longest time. The Tigray from Fridays just amped it up, and it's just amazing just to see it. When they gave the teaser about the tail, it could have been it could have been a lot of people, but we all wished it was Tigray, and like you said, I think we all wished it into existence, and hopefully they've been watching the streams and making Tigray the top of their list. Obviously they have, and it sounds like this could be.
Well, we know they watch.
Yeah,
we know they watch. Yeah. And so I wonder how many people in the chat as well thought it's Tigray. Shout out Inquisitive Mind for the super chat.
Inquisitive_minds donated $4.99 through super chat. Pal, thank you, Inquisitive_minds.
Pal, thank you.
Now we can get feral from this.
Thank you very much, Inquisitive Minds. He says, now we can get feral from this. Yeah, like Rich said, feral, Wolfbane. If they keep this furry sort of female body, Phil can get all the furry ladies he likes for his shelf. But I wonder how many people of the regulars, obviously, if you're a regular of this live stream, you've been watching for 42 weeks, you know Tigray has become a character within herself, because Friday, no one's done it yet, but if you super chat Friday and say Tigra, she can't say Tigra, she says Tigray. So as soon as this was revealed, I didn't go, oh, Tigra. I was like, yes, a Tigray figure. So this, I'm very happy. She's definitely joining the crew with Frogman and Hank 100%, and Obadiah Stane now, of course. You don't mind Tigray representing you, do you, Rich, within our little figure crew?
Who doesn't want to be a big pussy, Dad? I love being a big pussy. Come on.
Talking of big pussies, let's ask Brandon his opinion. Only joking. Only joking. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. But I'm very curious. Were you as happy as all of us, Brandon, to see Rich finally get Tigray come to life? We willed it into existence, right?
I think we did. I think we definitely did.
Yeah, right into the chat as well.
And literally the first thing I did as soon as as soon as they announced this was just start rushing to the chat to be like, hey, oh my god, Rich, they announced Tigra.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is that recently we're getting some real smash hits from Hasbro, whether they're heroes or villains. We're getting some real classic heroes in some real definitive looks. They're benefiting from all the latest and greatest that Hasbro has to offer. This is pinless, but double jointed elbows and knees on a female action figure. That is just amazing. We're getting interchangeable hands, getting interchangeable heads. There's, from what I can see, there's no neck joint, and I wouldn't have thought they would put a neck joint, the hinge. So it looks even more natural. I think this looks brilliant, and the fact that you get the two heads, one is angry, one is not. Again, just tons of options. They know that we're going to enjoy.
I think this is easily going to make its way into my top 10 of the year, and I didn't even know that it was going to do that.
Shout out Ryan as well. Ryan Ting, who's in the chat right now. He says, Tigra is great for you US fans, but we also had Frosties in the UK, and we know who Tony is. Tony the Tiger. Was he called Tony in the US? I assume so. Tony.
I think it's Tony.
Tony's international. Of course we know who Tony the Tiger is. So yes, Tigray is great. So yeah, appreciate it. I used to love Frosties. I'm more of a honey nut guy now myself, but still. But yeah, I'm very happy to add Tigray to the show. And now, like I think you said it earlier, Brandon, is she part of the same wave that Hercules is in?
Well, I mean, with I don't know if it would be a wave. My thinking is maybe 2 packs. You know, similar to Domino and
interesting. Okay,
with the legs.
They don't go together though.
Yeah.
Hercules and Tigra. I don't think they were ever together in like I think there was like an Avengers Academy issue where like Hercules came and was naked and Tigra was there. But otherwise, I don't think. I mean, Rush or someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they've been in the same team together unless there's more to come, more Avengers to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my hope would be a whole wave that not the Whoosh, that not Marvelous News, that not Rectangular knows about, where we're just going to get a whole bunch of Avengers. I would love that personally. But
Target exclusive for the Americans.
Look, I've got a lot of American fans. I don't want to piss them off now, Rich. All right, let's be nice to them. Let's be nice.
my favorite thing though is that Ryan's just sat there probably like this right now, said,
yeah, he knows.
No
he knows.
idea.
He knows. As I said, my educated guess is Tiger is in the same wave as Hercules. Both have digital renders that look very similar with like a coloured background. So again, that's a small little detail, but these little pieces add up. What are you saying, Phil? Where do you think Tiger is going to land?
I think in a way for somewhere down the line, a 2-pack with a Chen would be really good though.
Yeah, I'd buy that. I'd buy that. That's worthy.
What if they made a retro Avengers wave?
Yes.
I would love it.
Like there wasn't an Avengers wave as such, but what if they just made that on that, like made up their own card back and put them on?
Well, Ryan said he's always wanted to go back to the sort of grey and the original retro card. Like they've done 2 waves so far, and they have said that they want to revisit them, all of them at some point. So we shall see. But yeah, Ryan Ting, there you go, he's just teasing us in the chat with the shuggy shoulders. It's not going to tell us anything, is he? We can just speculate all we want. But again, my educated guess is she's somewhere in the same wave with Hercules.
Just for fun, on that note, you've got a 6-figure retro carded Avengers wave to fill. 2 spots are Hercules and Tigra. Just who else are you putting in? Just shout some names out.
Cersei, Crystal, Moondragon, there's so many.
Don't you want Isaiah Bradley? Like I know he's not an Avenger as such, but you mentioned that, right?
Good point. As Ryan, as we can see that Ryan is here, please, Isaiah Bradley, Blue Marvel. Let's get some more of that diversity going.
Toy Biz Tigra was in the She-Force wave, which was all ladies, so maybe an all ladies wave they could do. You know,
There you go.
Right, next up, some teasers. Okay, so Rich can definitely talk about these. And again, channel members who are waiting to come on, obviously stay tuned. We'll get you on very, very shortly. But I do want to just quickly go through these teasers while Rich is here. So these are the 2 teasers that Dwight showed. So of course, we've already seen the Excalibur sword. It's got to be Excalibur sword, right? And this has sort of confirmed it, because now we're getting the back of Megan's head. We just don't know which incarnation of Megan in regards to design. And then we're also getting, is it Lockheed on the... that we've had that dragon as well before with the Walgreens exclusive magic in the red, and we also got it with the Kitty Pryde as well, I believe, originally. There you go, like Rich is showing. So yeah, we're going to get him again on the sword. But that's Megan, right?
That's got to be Megan, or maybe, you know, lockdown's been hard. Maybe Captain Britain hasn't had his haircut for a long time. They're going for the Britannic look for him or something.
So I was trying to zoom in to see what colour outfit she's wearing, like to see if I can enhance that.
Is it just her head, though? That's what I thought.
Don't know.
She's got really long hair.
I'm trying to see if that's an arm. That's what I'm saying. So what outfit? Like, so we're assuming obviously that's Megan, and we're talking about Excalibur. So I have made one extra slide. So here's the slide I've made. So here's Excalibur, obviously front and center. So I would 100% UK repping, of course. And again, Ryan, if you're in the chat, UK repping. If Excalibur is the box set, you need to hook your boy up first. All right, we're just saying UK repping and all. But
my thinking is this is going to be the SDCC exclusive comic set this year,
similar to the Hellfire. Yes.
Because they've teased this in the same way they teased Hellfire.
Yes, you're completely true.
So because originally I thought this would be like the Amazon exclusive in the same way that we got the Children of Thanos, Alpha Flight, and in the same way they did Alpha Flight in Canada, I thought maybe it would be Amazon. It'll be they'll premiere it, debut it here, reveal it here.
Right.
Like that.
So let's think about it. Right. So we've already got a Nightcrawler, but we've only had him released once, and it's a very nice book and a very nice figure that's going up on the aftermarket right now. So no one would be mad.
Hold on. Here he is.
Yeah, there you go, right? So no one would be mad if we got another Nightcrawler, right? Then we got Kitty Pryde in the sort of puffy sleeves that people have been asking for a while. So again...
And remember, she was going to be included in the Sentinel at one point.
Yes.
Remember, so they were spitballing that idea?
So she's on the radar. Obviously, Captain Britain as well. Obviously, I'm not going to say no of another Captain Britain and Megan on the back there. So I would assume Megan would be in this colour. And that's why Rich sent the picture, didn't you, of the 3 different versions of Megan there.
I think they'll go with green though. I know that the issue 1 look is the orange, but I think it's going to be that green look. That's what I think they're going to go through.
Interesting. And she also looks like Nightcrawler as well. Nightcrawler changes her or does something to her. She goes all blue.
She's like a changeling, so she takes on like her surroundings. She changes her appearance. So like when she gets violent, she goes different and stuff like that. I don't know what she would do Nightcrawler to go like that. Let me tell you.
But as I said, I'd take either or, but we shall see. But it's definitely Megan with the big blonde locks. There she is. There's the big blonde locks up there. Orange or green would be the bets. Rich is saying green. I'd go with Rich. But yeah, I genuinely was trying to do that like old American cliche of going enhance. But no, I can't see nothing. Like I can't see anything. Like
I think you are right with that's an arm. I think it's
that's what I'm saying. So
the figure, yeah.
And the colours.
Can you see her ears? Because she's got like pixie ears. If you can see.
Maybe
you can see like sticking out a bit.
Oh yeah.
So is that the shoulder? Is that the shoulder there, and then the arm, and then that's the forearm?
I feel so bad on Dwight. He's just there on the picture. We're just zooming in on him.
He's got in front of me like,
There he is. Very happy. He's very impressed with his work. So I think she's wearing the orange because it blends. If that is the arm, it blends very nicely into the hair. And if it was green, I think it would stand out a bit more.
No, I think because it looks like Dwight's shirt. It looks green to me. Am I colourblind?
I don't know. Phil, what are you saying?
I'm not sure.
Thanks for contributing. We appreciate your input. We appreciate. Would you be happy to see it? Would you be happy to see Excalibur though? Would you be buying an Excalibur box set?
Well, absolutely, yeah. Really, it's going to be a perfect exclusive like the Hellfire Club was, isn't it? Just sort of a team that maybe wouldn't sell as much on the high street and would be hard to put away, maybe, but as an exclusive. Awesome. I
do have a genuine question for Hasbro in regards to San Diego Comic-Con, because obviously we used to get these reveals around the August, July time, but San Diego's already been confirmed it's not happening now until like November, and then the one in November is going to be a shorter, sort of smaller festival, well not festival, Comic-Con anyway. So if it is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, will they wait until San Diego Comic-Con actually happens, or will they still put it out in July? And that's what I mean. Like, it's very... What are you saying, Brandon? I can see your thinking there.
Well, put SDCC aside for a second. That's not the main event, right? The main event is MCM London Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
Which I think they've confirmed is still going ahead in October, November time.
Interesting.
Like it usually is. And last time it went on, we had Dan here, and the 2 times before that, we had Ryan here. So, you know.
We shall see.
SDCC
If they come to the UK, I will grab a camera. We'll grab Archie, Brandon, and we're off. We're on our way.
Oh, hell yeah.
Articulated adventures
Absolutely.
would happen.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm very excited for Excalibur. Any final thoughts on any of this, lads?
Just 2 quick comments. Cosmic Capes are in the chat, so definitely go check out them.
Pal, what are they saying? Sorry.
They said Megan looks like she's going to be a great-looking figure. I think they said they're hoping for the green outfit. And then Cloud says, at Ryan Ting, you must love this mayhem.
Yeah, well, Kevin said exactly the same. Kevin's saying that Ryan's in the
Kevin
chat
said,
stirring the pot, just with his wooden spoon coming in.
Just speaking of green outfits for cosmic capes, do a green coat for Moira for House of X. I'll buy 2.
There you go. Ryan's making a list. He's making a list. But yeah, beautiful. Okay, so while you two are still here, I'm going to kick you out in a second for some other people. But while you are still here, favourite reveals, final thoughts on what they showed off today specifically. So I'm talking any of the Infinity Saga, AOA, or even these teasers here at the end. So we'll start with Phil. What are you saying? What did you like?
Well, Infinity Saga, obviously the Ironmonger, Obadiah Stane.
You are Obadiah. That's a cheat. You're cheating, Obadiah. You're cheating. Where's your little accessory of your briefcase and your art reactor?
Still in the back of the car.
Okay, fair enough.
As soon as I get out, give my off and get that Tony Stark. I'm on limited time. But I really like the Iceman. I know Brandon wasn't too keen on the thighs, but I do love a bit like Dan off Toy Galaxy, never translucent figure, and I hope they do that again with a more Amazing Friends type head sculpt for Iceman.
I think that's a genius idea.
The whole AOA wave, I wrote some notes, and the big notes I wrote was that the hair bear bunch. It's just all about hair. You got Legion with his kid and play haircuts. It is. Which made a figure for Spidey. I like Rogue's hair. Obviously, I did have the not the bias, but the preconceived ideas Rich had with the Toy Biz. Magneto's got loads of hair. That Sabretooth looks amazing. So I really like a big chunky bath, and the Colossus looks great. Really up for that. So yeah, really happy with today's reveals. Good chance to get a Spider-Man 2099, which I haven't got in my collection. So yeah, all good. I'm happy. Bank not so much, but
shout out to Ryan as well. He said that Tigra fans, check out my Twitter later for a treat. Got to run, gent. So thanks for stopping by, Ryan. Rich will be eagerly refreshing the Twitter feeds.
I'm on it now.
We're just waiting for this treat. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Okay, what about you, Rich? Out of everything they've sort of showed off today, any highlights for you? What you're looking forward to?
Obviously, that retro suit in 3.75-inch Iron Man just stole the show from me. But apart from that, definitely Tigra. To be fair, I said I love the retro wave. Like, that Storm looks really good. So I'm getting all of them. So I didn't even know I'm saying that. I have everything today I haven't got a problem with. So everything is wanted, but especially Tigra, AOA Wave 2, even Spider-Man 2099, everything I've ordered, so there we go.
Yeah, we're all broke. You've got all our money. You win, Hasbro. You win this round. We know, to be fair, we never really recap the 3 3/4-inch figures, but as more and more get released, like, I'm getting more and more itchy. Like, I'm starting to look good. That would look like I'm like getting itchy. Like, that's a good collection.
They do a good mix of characters and those card backs. I'm not an on-card collector, but like those I keep on card because they just look really, really nice. So
yeah, see what I mean? It's tempting, and they're very affordable as well. Like, very affordable. Like, for the whole wave is the price of one Serda if you weigh it up in regards to Legends. So yeah, they're definitely. So yeah, fair point. The 3 3/4 we joke, but they do look very good. So yeah, curious, but yeah, gents, pleasure as always. You know, you're always welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Rich, you're going to stay and hold the keys to the castle for me, right? And look after the channel members. And we're going to try and get some extra people in here now. So I think I'm going to try and get Tom in first. And more, but if you're still around later and we're still chatting shit, we can get you back in. All right, so stick around.
I've got nothing to talk about now. We've got Tigra. What am I going to do?
We can talk about Tigra again.
12 years of that. What am I going to think about now?
Phil's off to the 10 rings. Make sure they're doing their job right, capturing Tony Stark. But yeah, we appreciate Obadiah and super producer Rich sticking by. Thank you very much, lads, and we'll see you shortly, I'm sure. See you Sunday maybe if you want to come on as well. See you in a bit. See you in the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye. Right. Brandon, I'm going to throw it to you for the chat for a second. And I'm going to just send the link out. I'm going to try and get Tom in. So yeah, the chat's all yours. Go for it. Say hello to Brandon, people. Yes. Say hello to Brandon.
While we are waiting for our next guest, I said earlier, if there was a new retro carded Avengers, classic Avengers wave for dropping later this year. You got 6 figures to put in the wave. Hercules and Tigra already filled 2 out of your 6 spots. Let me see in the chat what other 4 figures you would like to see in that wave. I think if it was me, I would like to see a redone Warbird Miss Marvel. I would like to see an updated Luke Cage with a bigger buck that was pinless, as always. I think, who else would I like to see? Let's think. Definitely would like to see an updated Cap. If we're going like real classic Avengers, an updated Cap, and again, all the updates with a bull peg neck, pinless, everything else. And I'd probably say T'Challa actually, Black Panther. So I'd probably go Warbird, Miss Marvel, Luke Cage, Black Panther, and a brand new Cap. Let's see who else we got. So Keith kicks us off with U.S. agent. Z-Man agrees and says a U.S. agent. Pogobee says U.S. agent. It looks like we need a new U.S. agent. George W101. 80 years Cap in light blue would be my number 1 choice. Build-A-Fig Atlas. Inquisitive says Keith. Inquisitive Mind says Yellow Jacket. Great shout. Z-Man says Wonder Man. Great shout. Cloud Foxtrot says agrees with the new U.S. agent and probably a new Luke Cage. A.B. Nuglas says U.S. agent for sure. Keith says 80th Cap in a lighter blue. Beam Boy said Swordsman. Sean Solo says Scarlet Spider with a hoodie. Jamie says updated Cap would be good. Eric Stream says I want an oversized Sabretooth to match the scale from the 90s cartoon. Z-Man says Wonder Man with shades. And here is our next guest.
Pow! So very excited and very happy to finally virtually meet Tom. So this is Mini Plastic Multiverse in the chat on Instagram. He's been posting the fun pictures. So Tom, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream.
Yes,
guys.
awesome.
Good to be on.
Yeah, happy to have you. So we've never had you on the stream before, so I wanted to get you on before we get the door rolling for all our usual suspects. So just introduce yourself. Tell the people what you collect, how long you've been collecting, just to give us a brief sort of summary on Mini Plastic Multiverse.
Oh God, I collect so many things.
Don't we all?
It's
Don't we all?
hands, really. I mean, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Marvel, God, He-Man. You got me into Mezco, to be honest. It's
Me? I got you into Mezco. What did I do?
yeah, because you and Brandon did that. You were doing that thing with Lockjaw and
Oh,
and Black
yes.
Bolt.
Yes.
And I was like, that's a great idea. I'm going to get Lockjaw and Black
there he
Bolt,
is,
and I'll
yeah.
sell Black Bolt.
And then you didn't, did you?
I
You
didn't sell
didn't.
Black Bolt. No.
Cool.
And now I keep buying Mezcos all the time.
That's crazy.
What's your favorite Mezco?
I've got the new Iron. The new Iron Fist is pretty
I was
amazing.
going to say,
Actually, at the moment.
he looks so good over your shoulder there.
Out of all the lines you could have talked about, getting me influencing someone to get into Mezco just blows my mind. Like, wow, okay, I didn't expect that. But Lockjaw's amazing. Isn't Lockjaw amazing? And doesn't he fit with your legends perfectly?
Yeah, he is absolutely. He's completely brilliant. And I mean, I love Black Bolt as well, but I thought Black Bolt was just a great figure as well. Because you obviously sold yours to Brandon, but I was like, man, how can you give this guy away?
Yeah, do you know what?
Because I was sitting there with mine, and I was like, I'm meant to be selling this, but this thing looks damn amazing. I just cannot put this thing on eBay, so I've still got him. I've still got the Legends one as well. But
You made a good choice, to be fair. And Paraloud was taking the mick out of me when we were on his stream as well. He told me I made the wrong decision. And don't get me wrong, I thought it was beautiful. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. But the deal was done. Brandon's building out the Illuminati in Mezco form as well. So I couldn't take that away from him. But no, you're right. It's Mezco, and again, like, I recently got these as well from Cosmic Capes. And like, this is like mini Mezco at Marvel Legends stage. Like, this is really intrigued me. You got the same. You got the same.
Okay, wait, hold on.
I don't know if it's the same guy, but I got this one off eBay. But I need to check out Cosmic Capes.
Oh yeah, please do.
Capes in the UK.
Yeah, UK base.
Ah, yeah.
UK
Yeah,
base.
definitely gonna check them out then.
Danny and Mike, and as I said, this is beautiful, but it makes a difference. Like you were saying, Mezco, I'm slowly being sort of drawn into cloth goods can look good on Legends. Look, that looks great on the Monica Rambeau there as well.
Yeah, they absolutely. I mean, I used to love soft goods. Like I used to really enjoy soft goods, but then I discovered Cosmic Capes, and now I'm obsessed with cloth goods. Like they just absolutely killed it. Like,
Yeah, I've felt
and this leather is just gorgeous.
Throwing it up one more time for the people. Cosmic Cakes people, there you go. Go and check them out yourself. The website's there. They've got the Instagram. Honestly, I'm going to do a full review over the weekend, just my general thoughts. But they are slowly converting me. As I said, I was always intrigued, and Brandon posted some great pictures. But to be fair, lads, both of you, like I say this to Brandon every week, but I haven't spoke to you yet, Tom. But your ACBA game's not bad at all, my friend. Your ACBA's all right.
Very kind.
Yeah,
I'm a bit of a novice, but I do enjoy it. I mean, I used to do photography years ago, but I haven't done it for so long now. So long.
Yeah, no, I asked one of your pictures. I was like, what camera are you using? You were like, oh, just my iPhone. And I was like, wow, you can get pictures that good of your iPhone. Fair play.
It's one of those weird things, because I've had loads of digital SLRs over the years, but then I've just got rid of them. And I've got it's one of the newer iPhones, and it just, when you've got the macro lens on, it does the job fairly well. But the more you get into it, the more you kind of like, I am starting to think about digital SLR again. So it's
I did appreciate your setup. I'm going to try if I can find it real quick before I ask you about today's reveals and what picture fancy. I'm just bouncing back to my screen. So yeah, if Friday talks, unfortunately you won't be able to hear her through the Zoom call.